Got a question asking if a landlord has to serve a 3-day notice every month, like their tenant is past due on their rent. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Boy on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I do get run across this situation from time to time where a landlord might serve like a 3-day notice for rent. Maybe they did it like 3 months ago, right? The tenant was passed behind due in rent for 1 month, and then for whatever reason, the landlord doesn't send a 3-day notice for the other the months of rent that have accrued. Could they just move forward on the 3-day notice for rent served months ago? Hypothetically, yes, as long as the tenant did not pay the rent that was owed, basically. However, I'll tell landlords this straight up: you don't there's no benefit of you serving a 3-day notice, going to all that effort, and then just doing nothing with that. Okay. I always recommend landlords that if several months have gone by, or even a month or two has gone by, it's better just to reserve another notice. Okay. The reason is obviously, you get to add the additional month of rent that's accrued. Technically the Code of Civil Procedure section 1161 subdivision 2 states that you can demand rent that has accrued within the last 12 months, basically. Okay. So as long as, the rent has accrued in that time period, you should be okay. However, if you kind of sit months on end and don't file the eviction, you could have, some couple of defenses come up, such as, hey, my landlord told me I didn't have to pay. He told me not to pay, we would work it out. He waived the notice, that type of thing. You got waiver, defenses of estoppel, you just didn't just didn't act within a reasonable period of time on that notice and so forth. So because a notice can be served when rent is delinquent within the last 12 months, it's just better just to serve a fresh one. This is my thoughts about it. But you do what you want to do. And I have landlords that file cases on notices that have time has gone by. Okay, so again, your mileage is going to vary. What you do is legal advice. You should really consult with legal counsel before you move forward. But it's a free country, so you do whatever you want to do, so to speak. Landlords, if you are facing a situation where your tenant's not paying rent, and you have these types of questions, and you just kind of done messing around, trying to figure out how I serve the notice and so forth. I just want, let's just get it done the right way. Because again, every month that goes by, in my experience, you're never going to get that money back. Basically, it's very hard to collect on these money judgments. So that's why I really tell landlords, do not wait months on end. I know there's several things that you can work out in an eviction case, and the process does take a while to begin. So it's not like you're throwing someone out the next day after the notice expires or anything. So get off my soapbox there. Landlords, if you are facing non-payment of rent and you need help, you're in the Northern California area, feel free to reach out. You can hit our profile down below. It'll go to our website and you can book a free case review session to talk about your situation here. Put your comments, questions down below. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.